heard on Happsstars.
How you guys doing? Welcome to Happsstars. My name is Carrie Long, known as Carrie Long Live on all social media. And I'm feeling lonely up here. Do we have another beauty waiting in the green room to join me? We
Hi,
do!
Carrie.
Hi! Oh my goodness. Holy shit, it's Happsstars! I know, John!
I'm here because Joe decided to have a vacation.
I know. I was like sitting there like, wait a minute, Joseph. Wait. So you're gonna go away and you're gonna do stuff with your wife?
Like
real
in
life
real life?
Excuse me. No. We love Sir Joseph Burke. He
Oh
did
my
an
God.
amazing job with Lindsay last week in my absence.
That was so fun.
It's so fun because I didn't ever dream that it would
I
go
felt like
on.
Mom was away and we were having a huge house party while you were gone.
That's what it seemed like. Like
We had a
culminating in a huge
DJ, there
dance.
was dancing.
I was like, oh man, my baby's
It
all
was
grown
lit.
up. It was super lit. Thank you for the Happs collab. I don't know what to do for that, but just a circle. But I thank you.
It's like a warm hugging of a stranger sort of thing.
Foamy's just hoping I'll
Oh
be
my
absent
goodness,
next week.
Foams. No,
He's
we
like,
can't
maybe it'll
we
just
can't
all be
have her gone
mine.
more. No. She just
Hi,
needs to be
Jay.
here for all of the fun, I think.
Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Yazine. Just doing some comment
Hello,
cleanup.
everybody.
Great, best show of the week. Love it. Thank you so much. Yes,
Chris.
don't tell her where we broke the
Shh.
chair.
That was our secret, bro. We're letting it out, dude. Dang it. She's
Oh,
gonna take that out
no.
of my pay now, Chris.
I broke the table, or whatever that thing is going on TikTok. Okay, so I will not be absent more, Foamy, but I will tell you that Foamy might make an appearance next week as a guest co-host, and by might I mean absolutely will because it's in his contract.
Yes.
In the meanwhile, we have got the gorgeous Miss Lindsay Badges that's going to be co-hosting Happsstars yet again with me this week. And yes, we're just so excited. Our sets almost merge. Ooh, I like that it just flows into each other. Oops, nope, wrong way. There we go. Badass Badges. Chris, wonderful to see you, and thank you so much for being such a wonderful guest. So, without further ado, we have been babbling at you for like 3 minutes, and you guys are like, well, who's the guest? We don't know what to do with our lives, right? So is that what y'all are saying?
I thought that they just demanded more hotness.
Oh,
so we're gonna level it up.
Then I think that is actually a very accurate segue then, because we do have some heat for you.
Is it Troy?
Then it might be me.
Is it Peter?
Peter Bittner.
Paging Peter Bittner.
Hey, Peter. All right, guys, let's do it. Let's bring him on out. Mr. Sir J. Opera. I don't know why you got a sir in front of there, but Jay. Oh, wait, no, they were expecting Troy. No, guys, it's Jay.
Wait, let's back up.
No, I'm kidding. Oh, man. We just like to watch Troy giggle off in the green screen. It's fun. Hello, Jay. It is so wonderful to have you with us tonight. Thank you so much for being here.
Ladies, it is a pleasure to be amongst your beauty. I mean, just the way the light is hitting your faces, you are stunning.
Thank you. Honestly, when I saw Badges, it was just like,
well,
you know, I had to do the physical lifting
Carrie's
of the jaw.
like always smoking, like even in her super hot pink Happs hoodie that everybody wants. She totally like rocks that. So this is like taking it up to like 100 level.
All I'm saying is we all look fly. So Dapper Jay's in the house, Mr. Bittner. Oh, okay, yes, Mr. Bittner.
Mr. Bittner.
Wow, hello. Jay is a star. That is what he's here, Melanie.
Everyone.
Yes.
Hello, Chris. I'm crushing hardcore on Badges right now.
Hi,
Yo.
Happsters.
Wait, this is confusing. I'm going to say whatever. Oh my gosh, yes, because we've got a Jay who is a very good friend in the audience, and then we've got a Jay uh,
Great, great
on the
name,
show.
great people.
Yes, I mean Jay
There's a
is a
lot of
wonderful.
J's on Haps. Do you know? There really
Are
are.
there? I didn't know. That was wow. That was really
Hmm
squeaky. I'm
I only
sorry.
knew of
Yes.
the 2, but if there's more, maybe I need to, like,
Maybe I
hop in
need to
that
make
search bar and start
more
finding
J
some.
friends.
There's a rapper named Jay on here, and a few others. So
Really?
check them out. Yeah,
Oh,
it's true.
Mom is
Oh,
here.
Hey,
Hello,
once
Melanie. Welcome. Hi, Captain
ah,
Rehab.
thank you for the Haps collab, and thank you for the Yummy Award.
Melanie.
Is it because
She's
we're all so hot?
delicious and delightful. We
Oh my
love
gosh,
Melanie
Melanie is
Faye.
up at 3 a.m. to
Thank you
watch
for the super
tonight.
hot
Oh my
Chris Monty. Melanie's
gosh.
up at 3. Oh, I love when that happens. Hapsy fall or
Melanie,
Hapsy
thank
Halloween.
you.
Thank you.
You all, Melanie is my one and only sponsor, and I love her so dearly.
Aw.
She's an amazing woman.
Melanie.
I call her Melanie Fabulous. So if anybody else wants to join in on that, she
I
truly
love
is
that's
a
perfect.
marvelous human being. Yeah, it is,
That's
isn't it?
awesome. I
Well,
love
sleep well,
that.
Melanie. Thanks for popping in. Stay up as long as you can, but I don't blame you. Drift off.
Yes,
It's amazing.
definitely. And thank you, Jeremy, for the promoting. Hello from Vegas. Hi, mom. That's my mom, Sandy
Yes.
Stewart.
Hello,
So,
Mom.
hello, mom. So
Hello,
here's
Mom.
the deal, guys.
Ah,
Mom, mommy, mama. Okay,
Mom.
so we could just kill time just looking at our faces and like ogling over each other. So let's get started with the show, shall we? Thank you for the Haps Collab Award,
Yes.
Ella. This is awesome. Get them, Jay. Okay, so we're ready. Thank you for the
let's
Haps
do it.
Collab. That's for Jay, I imagine, but I'll take. I'll take. I like hugs. All right, guys. So shall we
I want to
proceed?
hear all your little give me a hug things. Yes.
Well, yeah,
Let's
because we
do
gotta, have all the. Okay, so I'm so glad that I am
all the
big.
love in
Okay,
the
I was gonna
world.
say because I'm not gonna go first. Jay, you were looking fly over there in your suit, and then you've also got such a nice background going on. I
Oh,
mean,
those
this is
candles are amazing.
I'm digging this. This is like Phantom of the Opera vibe. I'm sorry, maybe you're not feeling
Oh,
musical theater if you're an opera guy. I'm just saying, I like the. It looked like a chandelier for a second.
oh, are you kidding, Carrie? I was raised on musical theater. I love it dearly.
Nice.
That
I've
makes
been
my
in many
heart.
shows myself. Um, and so it was really truly my first love, and before I got into the world of opera and some more dramatic theater. But
Captain
there's
Rehab.
nothing like a fabulous Broadway show, and I'm so glad
Nothing like
Broadway is
it.
back. I don't know if any of you out there have been able to go see it, but go and support your local shows when they come. Those actors have been out of work for 20 months, no money coming in. They've depleted their salary, their savings, and so we're so happy they're back on. Support them, support
Yes.
locally.
Very
Those companies
exciting.
really need your support, or they will extinguish. So we've got to be there for the small companies, and where you live is the place to start. Yeah,
Absolutely.
do it.
That's a wonderful
I love it.
message.
I'm
Thank
gonna.
you.
Oh well, you're welcome. Everybody needs a little kick, and especially in this day and age, culture and live theater, live music, live bands, what our
Hmm.
friends and Haps are doing around the country and the world with their live music, from Memphis to Sweden, and everywhere in between. We are supporting on Haps these musicians, and I hope that their
Absolutely.
local communities are doing the same. It's the way to
Hi,
build
Mom.
back, and it's a way also to process all the ugly that is in this world. How do we do that? How do we try to make things make sense? Well, historically, it's always been through the arts, and
Absolutely, Jay.
it really does.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
got
Yep.
to.
And hello,
Think of a
Blaine.
world
Wonderful
without
to
it.
see you.
Hi, Blaine.
Blaine. Hi, Blaine.
Welcome, welcome.
The
Cheerio,
world would
Grandpappy.
be
Good to see you.
the world would be so sad without art and music and theater and yeah.
Comedy.
Anyways, oh comedy. Yeah, don't
Comedy.
even get me
Can you
started.
imagine if we didn't have any of that? And speaking of Blaine, I mean, what would we do without those llama awards?
Oh
What
my
would we?
You
gosh.
know?
Oh, you had to. I do honor the Llama Award. I do honor it only because I was
Oh, you
taught by
do.
Michelle.
I mean, the Llama Award is great and all, but I mean, Blaine has so many other talents. He's
Corn.
very wonderful in the kitchen, and he hosts the most
Ella.
wonderful game nights, and he takes us out into the world and shows us all of his adventures. There's a wonderful thing
Oh my
that
gosh,
he
that's so
shares
Yes.
here
true,
with
guys.
Haps.
Okay,
Um,
so The
Lindsay, that's
Llama Stay
so
award
nice.
was just thrown down by Ella, and then we're gonna let Jay go. So Jay, just you get ready. Okay,
Yes,
so
Okay.
yes.
this is how I was taught by Michelle. So Blaine, if you have never seen me do this, please feel free to critique like on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay. I've only ever learned from watching you and then having Michelle explain how to get the angles. Okay. So
It's happening.
1 to 10,
It's happening
please
right
let me
now.
know, Blaine. It's happening on
It is.
Happsstars. Okay. I feel like I should turn this way so you can hear the llama
Oh,
call
yes,
better. But
yes,
oh
that's
gosh, I'm so
ideal. We
used to
gotta
doing
get
it the
the
other way.
mic action. Okay, so over
I
the top.
couldn't resist. Okay, here we go. So we're going over the top this way. Okay.
Yep.
And we're going to, you want to grab the lip. Okay, now this is tough if you wear normal lipstick. I wear smudge proof, stays on no matter what the hell you do. So you're going to grab
Heck
the
yeah.
lip and you're going to make sure that it's nice and big, like a big old llama lip. And you're going to
Yeah,
get
you
this
gotta
one.
get them teeth out there.
Gotta get these teeth out here, Laudais. Okay, so this is the first
Yes.
step. And then
Yes. Perfect.
you gotta get the tongue out.
Yep.
And then you just go for it.
Yep.
And you just go for it.
Well done. Well done. I, however, do not have smudge-proof lipstick and will be not participating in it this round, but I have done it in the past and it's a ton of fun. So
and you do need smudge-proof lipstick. I'm gonna say that right now.
yes.
A 20.
Any other night, I would be down for Llama Stay, but not this one. God bless
From
you. That
the
was so
man
fun.
himself.
Oh my
My
gosh.
dogs want to know who
20.
just died.
So
Okay, we're
speaking
gonna
of Haps shenanigans, I really want to transition into Jay's
yes,
discovery of Haps and how
please.
he got here. Please share the journey of how you
Oh,
stumbled onto this gem of the internet.
awesome. Well, we each have our Haps births and
Yes.
our Haps virgin moments, of course. Everyone can share on that. Can't we?
I'm a virgin.
Or I'm speaking.
Wow.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like
Oh,
a
it's been a while. So,
virgin.
That's J
and
Opera at
I,
OnlyFans. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, there you go. It got taken
OnlyFans
down.
/ JF.
And so I don't know that many of you know that one of my very closest friends in true and real life is Piano Man 50 here on Haps, Wilson.
Oh,
Wilson,
Wilson.
who is a pianist,
Wilson.
Wilson, who does the crossword,
I
Wilson,
love
who is
him.
the
He's so
weirdo of
sweet.
the Beardo and Weirdo
I
network.
love
He's a
Wilson
marvelous
too.
man. And we first met each other way, way back in 2003, I believe it was. We were doing a
Oh
summer
wow.
program in upstate New York
That's
at
a
the
long
Chautauqua
time.
Institution, a very yeah, a long time, nearing 20 years now
Wow.
of adventures throughout the world together, both professionally and personally. And he's a marvelous pianist, and for those of you who don't know, by trade and by my career, I am an opera stage director. So that means, whoops, my camera's moving. That means I basically take care of anything that you would see visually on stage during a performance,
That's
whether it is
amazing.
opera or theater. And then, because many people get confused when I say I'm an opera director, they think I'm a conductor in the pit, waving my arms to the orchestra. That's a conductor, an opera conductor. So I'm a director. So think of me like a Steven Spielberg of opera or theater. So
That
anything
is
creatively,
awesome.
anything that you would
Okay.
see, anything that you hear is of the purview of the conductor, and everything that you see and everything that goes on stage is my realm, my of my touch, let's say.
Gotcha.
And so that is a little bit about what I do, but I wanted to bring up, if I could, Troy, our first picture, which is A1, and I'll give you a picture of this relation. Just go ahead and bring that up full screen if you would, and you'll be able
Oh,
to see.
Aww.
There
That's
we,
one
oh
so
yeah, there
cool.
we
moment.
are. That is a recent photo when we met together. Oh well, I guess it's 2 years old now because it was pre-pandemic. But we met together, met up in Kansas City, Missouri, and that's there at the Plaza, the famous Spanish Moorish shopping center built in the early
Look at those friendly
1926.
smiles.
And so anyway, that's the two of us there. And if you can hit the next one, A2, we'll travel on just one more picture. This is going back a few years now, and it is when Wilson and I took a summer over in Europe together. And here we are, East France, at the very south of France, somewhere between Monaco and Saint Tropez.
Look at those baby
And so
faces.
we're
I
here just having one of
know.
our friendly dinners. I mean, if you can, if you guys on out there can actually zoom in on the picture with your phones or whatnot, I sometimes can do it and sometimes not. But you can see how yeah, how baby faced we are. This would have been around
I just want to rub
2008,
your
I believe.
cheeks.
And Wilson was over there doing a wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, my cheeks are real rosy. Uh,
That's
and
creepy, sorry.
so Wilson was over there doing his doing an opera, and we were doing it there in Saint Jean Cap Ferrat, which is just a few miles east to the east of Nice, France, and it's a peninsula that sticks out into the Mediterranean Ocean. And on it is a beautiful beautiful villa, and it was owned by the famous banking family, the Rothschilds. And so, anyway, the opera was performed there, and he was doing it. I was finishing up with a gig that I was doing in America. He said, "Hey, I'm here for 2 weeks. I've got this fabulous hotel. Come on over." So I booked the ticket the next day and flew
That's
on over and just
amazing.
kind of
That's so
hung out with him
cool.
while he was doing his gigs. We kind of do this quite a lot if we can find time between gigs. And so I stayed there with him for the last week of this, saw his performances. They were amazing, by the way, and the setting couldn't have been better. And then I rented a car, and this was before GPS on phones, or even, or I guess you could rent
Are you like map
a
questing it
GPS.
and, you know,
Map
writing
questing,
little
totally. At every hotel, we would have to
love
get
map
to the
quest?
Wi-Fi, and with my
Yes.
laptop, MapQuest and print it out at some sort of, internet cafe, and then hope that it works. And many times it didn't, but that's the adventure in life. Oh, Troy, you can go back. You can come on back. It is a cute picture, and I know that why you want to leave it on there, but we'll come back to me. But it's kind of funny with the travel. You've got to be adventurous. You've got to just go where the wind blows. Sometimes it blows you into some scary places. I've got some stories there, but we don't need to go into that. This isn't
Well, I
about
mean, it's near
Piano Man,
Halloween.
but
Maybe we'll get there if
we
we
will.
Spooky
have some
But
time.
we ended
stories.
up
Spooky,
staying another
scary.
3 weeks in Europe or four, and just driving around. And we hit Barcelona, and we were going to only stay 2 or 3 nights there. The funny, and then we just loved Barcelona so much. It's a terrific, terrific world city. If you have not been to it, it isn't the capital of Spain, which is Madrid, but Barcelona. You got to kind of,
Beautiful.
if you're Castilian, you've got to lisp Barcelona. But oh gosh, we
Barcelona.
got into such fun there, and we ended up staying for a full 8 days. Every morning, the front desk would call up and say, "Are you leaving?" "No, we'd like to stay another day." And we did that every day until they actually kicked us out. They said, "No, we can't have you any longer." So
That's
no, no,
funny.
I
Oh
mean
my
the
gosh.
hotel was booked, of course. And though we had stayed there so long and we had parked our car somewhere, so we didn't have to pay the parking, right?
Well, then you might as
But it was eight
well.
days and lots of stuff happened. We lost the car. We spent almost a half a day searching for our car up and down the streets of
Oh
Barcelona until we did
No.
finally find it. But it's just, yes, exactly. So really, if my advice is take a picture of your car with the street that it's parked on when you're
Uh-huh.
no.
in Europe, um,
I do that around my
because you won't
town.
you won't need.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Lindsay, you are a smart girl. And yeah, so anyway, that's kind of how I just wanted to start this all out with Haps by how I came to Haps, and that is through Piano Man 50 and his
Really?
partner in crime, Blaine. So I
That's who brought you to
found
Habs.
that's who brought me to Haps. Wilson and then Blaine was real big with Periscope, but they were both going over to Haps. And I was bored in the pandemic last December.
You
Well,
were.
no, I started in October with Periscope. Although I didn't do anything, I just kind of watched it. I've never done anything like this before, so Oh, I'm probably just talking too much, ladies. You just
You're
stabbed me
just doing
at some point.
fantastic, my friend. They just want to see your face and hang out
Fabulous.
with you.
So what I have
Yeah.
a
Well,
burning
cheers to
question
everyone out there.
of what encouraged you or what inspired you or what made you brave enough to click the live button?
I like
What
that.
switched you over from being a spectator to a
Maybe this will
presenter?
inspire
That's
people. Yeah.
awesome, Lindsay. Well, maybe it will, but I'm not sure if the Haps team is planning anything in the future like this. But honestly, I was waffling back and forth, and I thought, Can I really fill time? Am I really interesting? Really,
It
with,
was the 25
you know,
bucks.
you know, no, it was the $50 when you had to do, when Haps came out in January and said you have to do 7 or 8 weeks of broadcast. I said, okay, we'll give you $50. I thought, okay, money involved. I'm just gonna go for it and try it. And
That's
my first
awesome.
ones were kind of nature walk type stuff,
So,
but
hey,
I
it
I
worked.
live out.
Yeah. Do what you know,
It did.
right?
You know what? And I'm so excited, ladies. I should say ladies, but you are
Yeah, we're
girls to me.
girl. You
Uh,
know.
I am so excited that that $50 has been in my account. You totally girls, has been in my account since February, but I finally reached the threshold just 2 weeks ago to
Oh,
cash that $50 out.
congratulations. That's
So
wonderful.
thank you, but it's funny. So
I
all
have
of you out
yet to
there, if
cash
you're
out yet.
wondering how long it takes, well, it will happen. You just don't think about it, but one day
I'm
you'll all
close.
of a
I'm
sudden
close.
look. It's like, whoa,
Yeah, one day you look
yeah,
and all
no,
of a
it's
sudden
great.
it's there. That's
It
great.
is, and with that, I decided, okay, it's Haps money. It is given by friends and people who are liking what I'm doing,
Hmm.
just little bits here and there, which is just fine. I think we do it. I think that's a nice thing that gets us
It's a
excited, but
nice
nobody's
motivator.
doing it for the cash. Well, I guess
Mhm.
just said I started from it, but I'm not doing it now for
I'm
it.
sorry.
But
Who are you speaking
I
for?
thought, okay, it's Haps money. Who? Me?
I'm joking. I said, "Who are you speaking for when you're not
Oh,
doing it for
sorry.
the cash?" I'm
Oh,
kidding now.
sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
I
Go
gotcha.
on.
Sorry. Well, you know what? So I thought, what could I do with this money? And so I said, I want to put it back into Haps. I can't give it, I mean, I could buy coins with it and then give it back to the people who gave it to me. But I went out just a week ago or so and bought myself this nice uh, headset with a boom mic on it. And it's just,
Yes.
I will have to say, my broadcasting has really come up in quality because you can hear my voice. So I think you all can hear it pretty well out
Yes.
there.
Yes.
You can hear the higher sonorities, you can hear the depth of my voice and the lower sonorities,
Yes.
especially when
It
I'm
makes a
reading,
huge
which I might
difference.
do a little bit later. I just might do that. It
That's how you do
does.
it.
It
That's how
really
you
does.
start.
So
You
Yep.
start with what you have and then
And
just
you just
little
keep
bits by little
upgrading.
bits you just make changes and upgrade as you go and that's exactly the way it should
that's
be.
Thank you,
Well,
Jeremy.
Jay,
well,
let's
Let's
that's
talk a
how
what
I
do
little
we have
bit.
popped
here?
there into this.
I
Let's
want to
talk
talk
Yeah.
about. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lindsay.
Oh, I was going to say the same thing
Didn't
you were. Go
I
for it,
think
girl.
we were. We were going to say we would love to know about how you got into food styling and bringing that onto Haps.
Oh, perfect. Yes, yes. So that's what I do on Haps right now is mainly cooking and food styling my dishes that I cook, because that was something that I was already doing, and I thought that might be interesting to my
Now,
Hapsters out there. And I'm
food
sorry I'm missing
styling
any comments, guys, but yeah,
food
go
styling
ahead.
is a new term for me, so can you
Hmm.
just let us layman's over here know exactly what you're talking about?
Sure, absolutely. Food styling is like a stylist to the stars who is styling their clothes. So they're the ones going out picking it mainly. The stars have a little say in it, but mainly not. It depends on the designers that are willing to give them. So they take the body, they take the physical presence of the star that they're dressing, and then they find it and they put it on their bodies. Well, a food stylist is going to do the same for a food on a plate. They take what your client, and in this case, a food stylist client is an advertising agency that hires
Okay.
you to come in because their client is in this case, which is a food photographer.
Mhm.
His or her client is a food company that's out there, all food productions. And
Gotcha.
in my career, I've worked for the Unilever umbrella company for things as such as Hellman's mayonnaise is a big client of mine, and
Nice.
or I say of mine, of the advertising agency that hires me.
Yes, of
And
course.
I've done that as well as a big client of, it's comes from Scandinavia, I believe, and it's called Norse, and it's mainly dry food or
I know
sauces.
Norse.
It's
It's with a
spelled
K.
Knorrs. That's
Mhm.
correct. And so they make beautiful sauces. I'll tell you what, if you're afraid of making like a béarnaise sauce for steak, or a hollandaise sauce for your eggs benedict, because it's very time consuming, and it takes special temperature gauges and equipment, or your butter will break and then you have to start all over. So it scares people. Just go to the grocery store, buy yourself a packet of that Knorr's hollandaise sauce. All you do is you boil some milk, you add it, you stir, 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 and it's perfect, and it won't break on you, and it looks like you are gourmand for sure. So I love the Norse products. Even if you get the Norse fettuccine and noodles, or any of the noodles, excellent quality stuff. So anyway, I work for
That's
them. They also have some great beef and chicken and veggie stock.
very
I've done a
cool.
nice commercial for them.
And
So,
Now we
and
have
others,
another
Johnson and
question
Johnson.
here. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Linz.
I think you brought some images of your food
I
Yeah.
styling to
did.
share as well.
I did.
I'd love to
Let's
see
While
some
let's
of
throw that up,
those.
Troy.
while we're doing
Let's
that, you
throw
have a
that up. Yep.
question. You have a
Oh.
Yes.
question here about what's on the menu tomorrow. I noticed you had a scheduled broadcast. Do you want to answer that real quick?
That's so very sweet of you. Yes, tomorrow I have a special guest. The first time that and I hope I have enough power for it, but we'll see. My first guest in on my cooking show, and I'll be cooking a Moroccan chickpea tagine. And I am
Mm,
having none other than Retta Moore onto my broadcast to talk to us
very
about Moroccan food,
That sounds so
Moroccan
fancy.
traditions. I want him to tell us what a tangine is, why they
Yes.
particularly use a tangine is a, and I don't have one. So we won't, I'll be doing it a little differently. But a tangine is one of those dishes that are relatively flat with a lip around it, and then it's got a dome that comes up almost like an onion shape. And so it steams the food that's inside it, but it's
nice.
the aromas and all swirl up. So it's like steaming and sort of smoking at the same time, I guess. So we'll find out for sure the
You're making
tradition,
everyone
and
hungry.
how that came up.
Yes.
And it has a lot of
You s
apricots in it, and lemons, and I hope that I'll be able to grill some lemons, because I know they always
Nice.
love lemons in everything they do. So that's
That sounds
tomorrow, and it's going to
delicious.
be at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So I'd
Gotcha.
love for you all to join us and hear a little bit about Morocco and this wonderful dish that's going on tomorrow. So thank you for letting me do that,
Of course.
These
Carrie.
stuffed
Appreciate that.
peppers look
So does
amazing, and I want them
I know.
yes.
I love
right
Okay. So
now.
peppers.
here is the stuffed peppers, and the client was Bush's Beans, the very famous Bush's Beans commercial with the dogs,
Oh.
the TV commercials. This was a
Yeah.
print ad commercial that would go into magazines, and also business to business promotion as well. And so these are stuffed beans and stuffed peppers, but it's a mixture of the beans. And so the beans are the hero shot. You've got to always remember what's the client, what's the food you're using, and how do we make it look beautiful or sexy or whatnot. And beans are everybody eats beans,
Yes.
but you're
They are
not just going to put
magical
a bowl of
fruit.
beans out there every
The
time you
more
do a
you eat
commercial.
them.
They are very
The
magical,
more you toot.
and we need some sound effects on that too. And so anyway, this was the stuffed peppers. Stuffed peppers aren't the necessarily the easiest things to do, because
They don't
I
look
had to
it.
make sure I stopped. Well, I had to make sure I stopped them before these you would not eat. They are not soft enough.
Hi,
And when they get
Joe.
soft, they wrinkle up. Oh
Did
no, are
someone
we
say
getting some good
beans?
stuff out of
Says
Someone say
Joseph Burt.
beans. Hi, David.
Of course, Joe needs
All
to
right.
pop in and just give us his best fart sound effect. That
Oh
would be
my
Yeah,
good.
can we just
gosh.
beam you
Uh,
in? You can just
Let's take a look at some more of
relief.
this food over
exactly.
here. I am
Yeah, come.
starving and
Yeah,
I
come
see
on.
so much
We'll
good
go to the
stuff.
next one. Yeah, so that's how you highlight the beans. This is one of a takeout salads that we were doing. It was specifically designed for cafeteria of institutions, schools, schools and medical institutions, insane asylums, and maybe even prisons. I'm not sure. But anyway, so this is a salad, and in my concept of it, I said, let's try to make it look as close to an artist's palette as possible with the
Wow.
colors that
Yeah,
you're
I
using.
love
And
the
Lindsay, you know
whole
that an artist
colors. The
palette and
whole
all.
color circle is there.
Good night.
Yeah, I didn't want to mix the salad together and all these ingredients. Of course, this one again is beans, but it's a pureed bean. Like instead of hummus, we made a bean hummus,
Oh my.
which is what's in the back there of that. And I'll tell you what, if you haven't tried to do a dip with any type of bean,
Oh, bean dip.
some work better
Oh.
than others, but I like them. But any of those beans that you can put on in your Cuisinart or in your blender with olive oil and salt and pepper and any other spices that you like, it's so simple and easy.
Can we talk about
When I
black
go to the
bean dip?
store and I
Mm,
oh my
yes.
gosh. And you know what?
Black
I
bean
will have
dip.
to say, and that's not because I work for him, the best beans
Hummus.
I found in cans are definitely the Bush's beans because
Yep.
they don't, for some reason, don't break apart. You open up generic beans and they're all split. Now, if you're going to
Hmm.
do a hummus, that doesn't make any difference. But if you're going to serve a black beans and chili, let's say, and all of that, now every bean's going to split a little bit, especially when you heat it. But and that's our bane of our existence in the food
Who's
styling
that
world.
haughty?
And here we go. Yeah, here we go.
Handling the
Did you
meat.
That's
count
me
all of
on
these? Did you count all of these beans? He's the
well, what
bean
you might
counter.
not know,
Oh, I thought he was
I
handling meat.
you take a 10-pound cans of Bush's beans they send from their factories. You have to open them up. You have to pour them out, a quarter of a can at a time. And I sit there and pull out the hero beans for
The
the
hero
before I even
beans.
The
create it.
hero
So
bean.
you
Oh
spend a
my
lot of
gosh.
time picking beans with my tweezers in my hand there, and you're pulling
Yep.
them, the ones that are good, and the ones that
Jay
have
the
split
bean
you throw
counter.
away, and all of that. It is the bean counter, true, and it's really boring. So
But that
He
they
bacon,
looks
yo.
snapped it
so
up because I was
happy.
like,
That
I
bacon
was like,
is
it's
talking to
not
me
another
right
good.
now.
Yeah,
Oh,
isn't
give
that
us the
yeah?
bacon.
Bacon
Looks
looks great
gorgeous.
on camera as well,
Now,
and
Jay,
yeah,
I have a
that's
very
in.
important question, and I know this is a
Yeah, please.
very controversial
Hmm.
question.
Dun, dun, dun.
Mm,
How best
bring it
to
on.
cook the bacon?
Oh,
What is the
I have
Ah,
the
best
answer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
oh,
what
nice
is the best
I'm gonna
to
just mute
eat
myself.
technique.
or photograph? My husband likes it
Yes,
almost like bacon bit crispy. I like mine a
yes.
tiny bit chewy, not like raw. Come on, it's not that gross. But everybody's like on a spectrum of where they prefer their bacon to be. It's very controversial.
Now, okay, here we go. Where I prefer the bacon as a food stylist is very, very different than how I prefer to eat my bacon. Okay, if that makes any
Okay.
sense. I'm with your husband. I like well done, extra crispy bacon. I don't
Hmm.
like it burnt, although I'll eat it burnt if I happen to burn it. I'm not throwing a bacon piece away. Who does? But
No.
I do like it very crispy. And I find the best way to do that anyway is to take a sheet pan and put down foil. Uh, so you just, who wants to get grease off of a sheet pan? Always foil
Right.
your baking pans, and then lay your strips of bacon in down the row. You can get 6 in or 8 in, depending on how big it is. If you like your bacon to have a little bit of a curve, manipulate that bacon while it's on the sheet and pull it in and let
Do
it
you offer
curl.
bacon molding classes?
Yeah, this is amazing.
Well, what we do use
Bacon
the
sculpting
foil when
101.
we need the perfect. Yeah, exactly. Here it is. Get yourself foil and roll it up into long strips,
Okay.
round strips like dowel rods. Place them on your baking sheet, and then it will naturally fold
Oh,
over.
it'll
Then
fall
it'll
down
go
into
like that.
the valleys. Yes.
Well,
Makes
you'll place it
sense.
into the valleys and over, and then when it cooks in that shape. You don't have to worry about it. But when
Mhm.
you're at home,
Beautiful.
who has time to do that? And who wants to do that? Nobody. So
Nobody.
I don't even curl my bacon. I just put it flat in the pan, put it in the oven at 375, check it after about 18 minutes, see how you like it. Remember, it's gonna render a lot of grease. So when you remove the sheet pan from the oven, be very careful with that grease. But if it won't, when you do it in a pan, it splatters everywhere. The pan is never big enough to hold all the bacon that you want. And yeah,
Makes
it might be done a little bit faster in a pan. Do it in the oven, 20 minutes in the morning. Do it before you start toasting your toast or making your eggs,
mm.
and you're good to go. So that's bacon for you. And then how? Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. And we like thick
Oh
bacon in
my
the food
gosh.
world.
Are
And here
those
you'll
ribs?
see, yeah, here you'll see. So this is ribs, yeah, ribs and beans. Again, I guess I brought all bushes with
I
you, but you
just
can
ate
see,
dinner and I am hungry all over
yeah,
again.
I
yeah.
haven't.
This is a really
So
great photographer.
Poor Carrie
This
hasn't
is a
eaten
phot.
dinner yet and she's dying
I
over
know,
here.
poor thing. And yeah, so this is the photographer is wonderful. He's got an amazing camera. Look at that depth. If you can see into the
oh,
ribs,
I can see into
we've
the.
broken
Oh,
them apart, and then you've got the barbecued chicken,
I'm
have
I'm
chickens
all up
there
in that
at the
barbecue
side.
sauce right now.
And then our we have a prop stylist that is on board, and she's the one who goes out and finds the. See, they really wanted a rustic look, so it's a very rustic, thick cutting board, and
Mhm.
the
Mm,
fork is the most. If you can zoom in, guys, on that fork, I wanted to steal it, which I cannot, but it
It's a
was
mini
just so
trident.
cool, and.
it
And
is.
so they did, and the beans
That's
just look
Aquaman's
fabulous.
lunch.
It's hard to make beans look good. Hello, oh hi, Devin, great to see you.
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
not seeing all of you. But there you go. And there you go. That's why a food stylist there. You look at
Well
any of the
done.
posters on any of the fast food restaurants that you see, doesn't it look gorgeous? The burgers and everything that they serve. And then you get
Yes.
it at your table and open up out of a carton. It's not at all what that foods does. The food
Oh no, no, no.
stylist
There's all
is the
sorts
one,
of food
and the
trickery.
photographer to make that. Oh yeah, of course. Like that's probably Elmer's glue in the slaw rather than no, it's mayonnaise. But if I was doing cereal or oatmeal, it would be Elmer's glue
It's
as
true to
as
get them to
as what's
hold
holding up
and
the
look
Yeah,
right.
cereal.
Yeah.
I've seen him do
Well,
that
yeah.
with like the cheese on the
Mhm.
pizza to get that stretchy, stringy action on the
Yes.
pizza. It's like an actual
Yes.
like glue mixture. It's so nasty.
Some will do that. I like to do as natural as I can up to a point. And I've got a pretty good
Ooh,
technique with
good
melting
question,
cheese,
Tim.
like grilled cheese sandwiches and the pull. Everybody wants the pull, especially obviously if it's a television commercial, you have to have it. But
Oh yeah, motion
if it
motion
is
is
a
and food is
photograph,
very visual. Yeah.
uh,
So we have a question from Tim.
okay, great.
Which is your
And then
favorite coleslaw? Mayonnaise based or vinegar based?
Oh, mayonnaise. I'm sorry. I'm relatively southern, but I love the vinegar too. And if I was going to a picnic and I was taking it, vinegar for sure. But at home, give me mayonnaise, and I love Hellman's. That is my favorite. Whereas a lot in the
Mm.
South like Duke's or Blue Plate, those are the ones that the people from the South really love.
Oh my
How about
gosh.
you all?
My favorite coleslaw is to sub it with any other side on the menu. Any sub it out for any other side on the menu.
There you go.
Um
I
I've
do
Carrie,
had
not
some
like
pretty bad slaw
coleslaw.
too.
are you
Nothing.
ready to sing for your supper?
I
My
am
lovely
ready to
Carrie.
sing for my supper. Yes. What do
How
I get all the
lovely.
deliciousness if I sing?
I think there's food at the end of the show if you sing.
Okay. So, Jay, so I'm going to take a quick 4 minutes away. And, if you want to
Yeah.
bio break, if you want to hang out, whatever you want to do, just to give
Oh,
you
I
four
want to
minutes
hear this
to.
beautiful voice.
Okay,
But
then here
thank
we
you.
go.
Yes, I'll hear you.
I
Let's
love it.
go.
Let's go. And I do like the pip, so feel free to hang out in pip. Otherwise, you guys can be off screen, but I like the pip.
Pippin's good.
See what I'm saying? I
Troy,
just
you
like
can take
it.
me down, but I'm gonna listen.
Okay. And Lindsay, you can pip if you want.
I think it's your moment, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna do I don't know, something just a little easy on the voice, should stay, I would only be in your way. So I go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. I will always love you. I will always love you. You, my darling, you. Bittersweet memories. That is all I am taking with me. So goodbye. Please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need. And I will always love you. I will always love you. You. Sexy solo. Thank you, Evan. Make it rain. Wait for the key change. I won't like treat you kind, and I hope you have all you dreamed of. And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you love. And I will always love you. I will always love you. I'll always love
Carry on fire.
Well
you.
done. Frisson, frisson. Yes,
Frisson,
yes.
all the
Mas,
frisson.
mas.
Thank you so much, guys, for the Got Talent Award and the candle and the frisson.
I did see an On a Roll award.
Thank you for the
While
honor.
you were singing. Oh my gosh!
Who is that?
He's insipid. Hello.
Oh my lord!
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
Joe.
everyone.
It's great to see you. Joe,
Hey,
you
Joe.
popped in
Good to
for a
see you.
I
second.
just wanted to pop in really quickly and say you ladies and J Opera are doing a fantastic job tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Wish I could have been here tonight to do the whole show. I have literally been packing all day, nonstop. But
You go
Carrie,
do
thanks for letting me
you.
hop
I
in and
lit a
say hi to you.
candle for you, Joe.
You did?
I lit a candle
Oh,
for
Oh
your
man. Well, don't
packing.
hold it too close to me
Yeah, there you
because of
go.
those
Can you see
beans.
it? I don't know, but it's there.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to have
Well,
candles and
let's get
beans.
let's get your best sound effect for that. Beans.
Uh,
Bush's
Oh yeah, we need the
beans.
bean sound effect.
oh my, that's
Give
special.
me a
That's special.
tagline for Bush's beans. Come on, Joe. I know you can do it. Give me a good
Tagline for Bush's
tagline.
baked
I'll take it to
beans.
the company.
What goeth
Yeah.
in may cometh
With a
out.
sound effect.
Bush's baked beans.
Uh,
That's
yes.
brilliant.
Well
The
done.
back
Well
door
done.
is
And mic
always
drop.
open.
Anyway,
Oh, Joseph,
Yes,
we do wish you the happiest of vacations. We're so glad that you were able to
of
pop in
course.
and see us.
How
And
exciting.
the show is in amazing hands while you're gone. I appreciate that
oh yeah,
you
yeah.
were that my show was in, or our show is in such amazing hands while I was gone, and just this whole love vibe going on here with Troy, Jay, Lynn's, Joe. It's just beautiful. All you in the
It's good
audience.
Joe.
So
times.
Joe's the
It's good
man.
times. Well,
it
listen,
Yes.
is.
carry on with your show. You guys have an amazing episode 7, and I'll see you in 2 weeks, guys.
leave
Have fun,
something
Joe.
in your house
Thank you,
there,
Joe.
Joe. Don't pack your whole house and go.
We'll see you, Joe. We'll
What?
miss
What?
you.
Troy said something about something I
See you,
couldn't
buddy.
understand. It
I
kind
said,
of
don't
sounded
leave
like a
your
That's what I heard on my end, Troy.
don't take your kitchen sink.
No, can't do that. I need a plumber. Anyway, all right. Bye, guys. Take care.
We love you, Joe.
Bye, Joe.
Oh, that was a fun inception. Well, there you go. I Will Always Love You with a beautiful
Amazing.
ending
That was
by Joe Burke.
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Both
Beautiful.
both
I
parts.
do love that.
Well,
And I love
thank
how
you
you
so
went up
much.
into that head voice and just spun it out. It's just that's just what you want, you know? And
Thank you.
ease and beauty. Yes, this is a Berkeley girl, ladies and gentlemen. If
Wait,
you
who
don't
said
know,
that?
well, you don't know, and I'm sorry for you. This is J Opera.
Oh, I thought somebody else said Berkeley Girl. I was like, who's
Oh.
No, I knew you were a Berkeley girl. Yeah, awesome, impressive, and beautiful.
Thank you. All right. Well, that was a little musical interlude. Let us get back.
Oh, well, we're going to continue singing, but it's
I
going
put
to
on a
or
new hat
talking
for you,
about singing,
ladies.
but it's going to be about Jay's singing.
Ooh, that
My new
interests
show.
me a lot, actually. I'm very excited.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, ladies, but actually, I mean, I will talk a little bit about my singing, but I have never been a professional singer ever. I am not an opera singer, even though I've sung opera uh, in my education. I made a change and a paradigm shift. So I am an opera director, and I'm a better director because I have studied opera singing, but I've never done it professionally. So, but one of these days you might hear me sing a little tune if you'd like, or musical theater on that. But tonight I thought I'd just show you and talk to you a little bit about some things that I've done, and then a new
Amazing.
production that's coming up. So let me take.
That's great.
I'm going to doff
Brilliant.
my hat to you, ladies, and we'll get started. My life in opera. So, if Troy wants to bring up B1, every good theater or singer has to have a great resume and a fabulous headshots. That's so important, right, Carrie? You know all about that. And
Oh,
getting just
yes.
the perfect to set the perfect mood on who you are, what you want to present. So anyway, this is just a fun little thing. Now, not all of these are headshots, although I have used some selfies as headshots, and it's becoming more and more acceptable for not if you're going to a real professional theater. I'd say you wouldn't want to do a selfie shot,
But
but
these
some of
phones
the
can do some damage, you know?
amazing
They
They
can.
stuff.
They do
And
fascinating things now.
well, now the lights in so many upscale bathrooms are like ring lights. They're so beautiful. Everyone's taking selfies in bathrooms all over the world. And really, let me tell you what, I've done a few. I'm not sure that one is on this little snippet. Oh, yeah, the one in the top right and the bottom right were both done in Hotel Vandervort's bathroom in Springfield, Missouri, and they are known for the lighting to be make everyone just look smooth and it's the light in the eyes that gives it such a sparkle.
I
That's why
think
Okay.
we
broadcasting
used one of
we
those
all
for
look
the
pretty good with
promo.
ring lights.
Yeah, I think we
You
did.
did. You
Yeah.
used one of those. I think you might have used the one in the top right. Yes, you did on that. But the one that I've used the most in my professional life is the bottom left as you're looking at it there.
I see.
That's a professional one that was done. Now I can't really use it anymore
Hi,
because
Dina.
that was probably done in 2004 or 5. So it's a little old to be putting that up there. So I'd probably go. And then the upper left is a really young picture of me. But anyway, it just gives you through the era of where you are. And so I started in opera really very young. If Troy wants to bring up the next picture, B2, no, yeah, B2. Um, I started very young. In fact, wasn't even born yet when my career in opera began, and that is because of this woman. Uh, this is my mother, Rosemary, and my mother is an opera singer, and so she was pregnant with me in one of her many roles that she did around the world, and so I had the bug before I even knew what it was. Isn't that a wonderful thing?
That's
And
awesome.
because they say all of you ladies who have had children, you've always heard to sing to them through your
Yes.
pregnancy so they get to know the
Hmm.
voice and all. Well,
Hmm.
boy, did my mom sing to me with orchestras and loud tenors singing right in her ear and into me. So anyway, we have a publicity picture there in the late. I'd say that's late 50s or early
She's
60s
just
for her
gorgeous.
there.
Absolutely stunning.
Yes. And she's now here and she doesn't mind. She's proud of her age. She's 87 now. And she lives with me now. And we have a great relationship, always has, because our relationship has been not only as mother and son, but as peer to peer. We talk to each
That's
other
wonderful.
as peers for the opera world. The one on the upper right is her in My Fair Lady. I
I
can't remember.
recognize those
That
white
might be,
hats and
yeah,
feathers.
that that's probably the dress that oh gosh, it's just Eliza Doolittle wears
Yes.
to the royal ascot when she says, "Move your bloody no, yeah, move your bloody arse." To the horse,
Yes.
she kind of goes out of her proper nature, but it's a great role. That was one of my mother's favorite musical theater roles. Then my mom and dad in the bottom left, and this would have been circa 1968, seven
Thank you
or
for the
I
house
was
hug.
born by then. So you can see that in her mink stole and a pink shift dress. Beautiful couple, just beautiful. I love that picture so much of them. Then going over to the bottom left, she's singing Rosina in The Barber of Seville uh, by Rossini. And then in the next picture, she's portraying Cho Cho San, which is from the opera Madame Butterfly. And many of you probably know Madame Butterfly, or at least the story of it, because the Broadway show Miss Saigon is the exact storyline, just rock musical, as opposed to a famous opera by Puccini, one of the most famous opera composers of all time. And then the next picture, I guess, would be when she's doing Don Pasquale, another an opera that is more comedic in nature. So that's how I got the bug for the opera world and spent
You've had it in your
all my
blood
time.
since, well, you've had
Yes.
it in your amniotic
Oh yeah.
fluid.
Yeah.
I
It's just been
Oh
vibing. He's been vibing
I
since conception, I think.
wait.
It's just jamming out
I
here.
think that's in a tree somewhere in Michigan. I'm not sure, but
Oh my
anyway.
gosh. Well, Jade,
Yeah.
there's
And
there's a special little thing that
mhm,
happens occasionally in your live streams that I have
mhm.
had the pleasure of hearing your mom hit a high note in the background every once in a while
Yeah.
while you're cooking. It is such a joy to have that little treat because you always
Oh,
listen to
that's so
such
wonderful. Yes,
wonderful
yes.
music. And sometimes we get to hear a little bit of opera or musical, numbers while you're cooking for us. And, occasionally we'd
That's
be like,
right.
"Mom, can
That's
you hit
right.
a high note?" And she goes, "Oh," and it's so wonderful. It's such a joy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, when
Wow.
I had my house, I designed it with my older brother, who unfortunately he passed away fairly young at the age of 60 a couple years ago. And but he was a home builder, and he built my parents' home, and we designed this one, and I wanted to make sure that the kitchen and what I call the great room, but the family room, is completely open to each other, and it is. There's nothing. It's just one big room with very high ceilings and windows. And so whoever happens to be in the house, but a lot of times it's me cooking and my mother over there with watching. I don't know, you know what they watch. It's annoying, but you love it. Anyway, that was important, and she's part of the broadcast too, and even more so now because all these people seem to now might recognize her. She'll become a Hap star in her own right, but love her dearly and love that I
Yeah,
am
can we get your
connected
mom on
to
the
her.
show? Would that be
With it.
cool? Could you our
Well,
people talk to your people?
Just, you know,
she's
get our
already
agents together.
retired for the evening to bed.
Oh.
You
No, I
know,
mean as a
she loves
guest,
to
you
go to
know what
bed
I
about
mean? Like an
8:30.
No,
upcoming
Oh,
week.
I
she
gotcha.
needs her own 90 minutes of
Yeah,
fame.
an upcoming week, we'll
Yeah.
just get your mom on here. Okay, cool.
Oh goodness, yes. All right, we'll see about that one. Well, anyway, let's move on because I know we're kind of moving in kind of. I just want to give you a quick idea that so my education then is in opera. It started in opera performance. I went to undergrad at a small liberal arts college where they capped their enrollment at 1,600 or 1,400 people, and they maintain a 12 to 1 student to teacher ratio. It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to get as close to an Oxford or Cambridge education as I could because I wasn't going to be going to Oxford or Cambridge, at least then. That happened slightly a little bit later for me. But so I went to that, and that was great because it opened the world up to me. We studied everything in a foundations class where we're discussing how music and then science come together. And for me, I am a huge and will always be a huge liberal arts education trumpeter. You know, uh, but
Oh
anyway,
wow, I thought you
that
just
was
said
my
Trumper.
experience. Oh, trumper! No,
No,
no, not trumper.
like that.
Trumpeter,
Dun, dun, dun,
please,
dun.
trumpeter. Oh yeah. So I went to that, and I was a singer then, and so I did do operas and musical theater in college, and had great success with this. I mean, I do have a very, very nice voice. I then went to
You
graduate
can't tease
school
us like that and not sing.
uh,
I'm sorry.
well, not
He
here,
does
not
have a
right
good
now.
voice.
Uh,
I've heard him.
and
We'll hear him one day.
then I went to grad school, went right from undergrad to grad school, and I went to Northwestern University in Chicago in the School of Music that was there. I almost came over there to Boston. I was accepted at New England Conservatory there, Gary, but
You
uh,
weren't.
for, s- I was, and you can't go back and say, oh, I wish I probably had done that. Ultimately, it went who offered me the most, money to go, and the teacher that I wanted to study with. But I was also accepted at Boston University by Phyllis. Oh, she's dead now. She was a very famous teacher there. But so I didn't choose any of those. Phyllis Curtin. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh,
I'm so
are
sorry.
we okay?
That's not funny.
Are we okay? Oh,
I was
she's
taught
dead
by
now.
Phyllis. She's dead now. Like that was her last name. I'm so
Did
sorry.
you
I'm
you
so
did you know her? Did you? Oh my
No,
goodness.
there's just
Mm,
comedy in
oh.
the
It was
phrasing,
the
and that
delivery.
was all
I'm
I
so
think.
sorry.
You guys, I put my foot in my mouth all the time, especially when
It's
I'm
fine.
directing and I'm directing choruses. I won't even know that I've had some sort of sexual innuendo in what I'm saying, and they all break up with some sort of incredible
Oh, I
laughter, and I'm
insert them
just
on purpose,
dumb.
so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
just so dumb. Well,
I'm not
please
making fun
insert.
of the
So,
dead lady.
see,
Oh,
please insert. So anyway, that was good. Northwestern was great. While I was there, Northwestern has arguably one of the finest theater schools
Where
in
did you go,
in the
Gary?
world.
I left.
And so while I was there, uh, the head of the opera department in Northwestern, he left mid semester. I know I've never known what it was, and nobody talked about it, but I think it was something untoward, like the Me Too movement, maybe. So we had already started rehearsing for the opera, um, and everybody was up in arms in the theater department. They called the theater department asking if somebody was over there that could come and direct. And they said, well, we're none of us are able to do that. But let me tell you, your own student Jay, in his directing classes that he's studying over here, is doing extraordinary work. You want to let